Okay, so GTH is here. They're knocking down this crane path pretty good for us on the north end of the building.
Jeremy, when's your meeting with the crane guys?
It was at 1 o'clock.
Oh yeah, that's it. Okay.
Well, we had the path clearance and ramp elevations and all that kind of fun stuff. We'll have a pre-con for next Wednesday.
Okay.
So that's kind of current progress on what we've got. We're back a little bit more so y'all can see. We're out of 8 feet. And then we're starting to knock down on top at the same time. So it's starting to kind of meet in the middle. What's going on? Gordon's to do all their outfalls, the channels, and laid out down there. Smell nice smell. So we're GTH those are building the ramp out. Kind of see them. Come up to the panels. We've got a pour scheduled Thursday, Friday. We just canceled Fridays already because of weather. It's just going to be too costly. We could do it, but it's not worth it. So we're trying to do a bumping on Thursday. With the rebar and stuff in now. There it goes. We got these poured this morning for the demising, and they did all this yesterday for the warehouse. One thing we are going to have to start paying closer to get to the list is all ice that we have built up on the footer. We've got to get all that removed everywhere. That's not too bad. But over here where the shaft is, we have a 4-foot thick block. And that's going to probably take and a mini X. That's too thick for torching and doing small stuff. Or we need the sun to come up. Have like he said would be really nice about now. Retaining wall on the north east corner is pretty good, getting close to speed. We walked on this area this morning, well, an hour or so ago with the crane guy. We've got kind of game plans for the water valves and everything that we've got somewhat in the way. And correct on top of this wall, so all this is final elevation. To right in here, and then the rest of this to the east is coming on soon now. All of that still has to come up a couple of feet, all the way up to like 10 feet where the skid steer is right now. So it's still coming down there. But we had to complete the east side of that wall so we could bring it up and not have it fall over. Electricians are in progress on getting all their pipes and stuff in. That's what these guys are doing here on the east side now. They finished the transformers, which are under those orange blankets next to all that pipe. They're going ahead and pulling out the conduits now to feed the generator. We've got that kind of spotted where we're going with it. So getting that cranking, getting out of the way for us, getting ready for the crane, and then they have one last piece to put in, which is the data for AT&T or what have you. So I had them stake out the curb line where the road's coming in at, and we're going to go ahead and set it right, kind of where X marks the spot. So far behind the curb, so if an 18-wheeler does come in here, it's going to hit that radius flag and then round the corner, so it should never get as far back into that corner of that lot it is. Gordon's putting in a couple more inlet boxes for the parking lot. They've got holes open everywhere. Super fun to deal with those guys. And then for their outfall for that 48-inch main that we had rerouted. And then hopefully that box, too much snow gets in that pond. But we've got a lot of regressing to do down here. All this needed to go away so we can regrade and be done with it. Anybody see anything? Questions, comments, concerns? Speak now or hold your peace.
Did the gas go in?
Yeah. No, Gordon's putting that in. They expect gas next December.
Next December.
I mean, it's just, I don't know. They're good, but they are slow.
Never, I guess when you have out of the crane tap.
No, they're way too slow to try and do it. I got a crane coming next week to be put together, hopefully. So, yeah, I gotta do all this storm line still has to go in. I've been really good at getting stuff on site, but this is that public storm line, and it's just stockpiled, and it was all laid out a month and a half ago, and they haven't started it yet.
All right.
It's been fun.
Have they looked at and analyzed all the connection points up at the corner of that pond to make sure there's nothing weird with the existing conditions or any issues?
I don't think so. I mean, we just lowered down. I'll spin the camera around, but this back hill behind the wall, we infilled all that behind the structural fill. This wall still has to come up where the guy's walking on the bottom of the screen, like another 10, 12 feet. So when they do that, this elevation will get corrected down so they don't have to dig down plus 20 feet. So on the other side, on the west side, y'all remember this hill kind of continued all the way down and then dropped by the pond. We just knocked that down. It's basically at grade now. So I mean, they might have to dig an extra foot, but they're not digging an extra 20. They don't have trench boxes or the hose or that. So that's back where that private line, well, the public line becomes private to cross in, right? But the line itself kind of sits right here. So it's just off property. Let the camera catch up for a second. Yeah. So that's kind of the run down to that next green bush. And then down here you have it drawn in to come back on the property and into the pond.
Okay.
So we'll kind of do one of these, and then I think right here before it gets to that bush, the outfall right now. We already have the outfall ready to go.
Okay.
Return to
Yeah,
home.
we got the 4 big on there.
Yeah.
What's the latest on first panel get lifted?
First week of February.
How's the city inspectors been?
Stormwater cop showed up today.
Oh yeah.
We've had a lot of concrete coming in and out the last couple of days. We've had a lot of snow. There's still snow melt. All this structural fills coming in with 18 wheelers. Like, you can still see how wet it is, but like, this wasn't there. This is from us pushing just from the snow melt and the ice. Like, we've got piles of this all over the job site. It's all rutted up and stuff. We're doing our damnedest to knock it down, but like, that's a snow melt pile. That's another one. All that is all snow melt from us clearing shit off. But I mean, there's still snow and ice everywhere. So
This actually looks good considering.
well, yeah, but I mean, we've put a lot of work into keeping it, believe it or not,
Yeah.
and keeping it accessible so we can keep the streets clean. But you can still see the track out. So we got yelled at today for the track out, but it's like, what do you want me to do about it? We're on it, we're maintaining it, you can see that we're maintaining it, you can see that we're sweeping it, and it's still leaving marks. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
So,
Is he being reasonable?
yeah, they're not bad, they're just, I mean, they're doing their job, but
Yeah. Right.
you gotta keep it wet to keep the dust down with the winds, and then you track out more, you know? So either get yelled at for being too wet. It's one of the two.
Okay.
But you can't keep everybody happy.
No one, anything else that